What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Willie Westside here, bringing you back within the video today. Now today, I do want to go ahead and warn you that my bed is looking a little rough. I've actually had a very long day today, so I threw everything that I could off my chair on my bed. It's just been rough. So I do want to go ahead and apologize for that. But more importantly, I am talking very fast because I've been wanting to record this video all day long. I'm going to do a unit analysis on the two new units that we just got at Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, which are the new Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma and LR Vegito Blue. Both of which, amazing, mind-blowing. I'm so hyped up right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. I do have it pulled up to the regular global news where you do see a little bit about the Supreme Kai trials, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start going over some units. So the first thing I do want to go over, actually I'm gonna save him for last. Yes, he is here, he is real. I wanna go over this first. So the important thing to note here is that this is a free-to-play unit. I mean, you can get him to 100% SA10, all that kind of stuff for free, and that is pretty amazing. He's actually a pretty good card, no lie. One, his art is beautiful. I mean, the Bulma in the background, it's nice to see. I really enjoy it. But let's go ahead and take a look. So he does get a 3 key and a 50% attack and defense boost when facing one enemy, and can counter with enormous power when receiving normal attacks. So a lot of people are mistakenly thinking, oh, he's going to be just like Super Vegito, he's going to be great for Super Battle Road, and that's actually not true. I know I'm one of the few people as preoccupied with Super Battle Road as I am, but I do love it, and that's what I'm worried about. So he is not great for Super Battle Road for one reason, and that's his restriction when he's facing one enemy. So he will counter all of your attacks with normal power, no matter how many people you're fighting. So if you put him in SBR, he's always going to be countering normal attacks. The problem is, he's not going to get his offensive and defensive boost. And while the offensive isn't as important, because counters have a really hard-hitting mechanism as it is, if you look at the regular Super Vegito, he doesn't have any offensive boost, and he still is insanely hard, but because his max defense with Orb Investment, which I have pulled up right now, is under 7,000, him not getting a defensive up is actually going to really hurt him. And he has no defensive links that I know of, or you're seeing. He's just not great. He's really good for like Dokkan Fest, that kind of stuff, if you need a filler unit on Super AGL. He's a free super attack farm for the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma, which we'll get to in a sec, because it's going to be a rough grind, y'all. But in general, he's not a great option for Super Battle Road, which is what I focus on building, because I view that as the epitome of the meta. It's the hardest thing you need to build for that, and that's what I care about. So he's good, he's really cool that he's free. You're going to get some free critical hits, so free critical counters is going to be amazing. The fact he's named Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma actually somewhat holds him back a little bit, because the best thing about him was that you can use him to farm the summonable Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma, and that one is going to be, that's going to be a more different grind, because you're going to have to awaken that Vegeta and Bulma to TUR, and then use a UR for, I think, a 50% chance to raise his super attack, meaning the grind is going to be real on the next couple days of Dokkan Battle. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this. This is the SSR version of the summonable Vegeta. He is also really good. He's a Super Saiyan 2 unit. He does not have a formable super attack. Typically, there is a way to do it kind of cheeky that I'll explain here in a sec. But the big thing is, he does get a one turn attack raise with his super attack, which is Furious Gallic Gun. And he does give himself an 80% attack and defensive boost, as well as a rage mode when you go under 30%. And that is pretty incredible. The attack and defensive boost is okay. It's not anything you can't live without. The big thing is the rage mode. A lot of people hate on rage mode because it is a turn of what people would consider useless damage. You're not getting off a lot of damage because your units aren't having their hidden potential system buffs. They're not getting their link set buffs. It's hard to get off super attacks. He does super with every single attack, so at every single key point he will be super attacking, but it's very difficult starting with 6 key to get to 12 without any links or anything like that active, without any support characters. And he's just not going to hit as hard in that form. However, when it comes to Super Battle Road, which is what I care about, I've said this 100 times, when it comes to SBR, Rage Mode is helpful because once you hit below that 30% key threshold, or health threshold, sorry, and you come back around, going into Rage Mode, able to attack, able to do pretty good damage. Remember, he's got a farmable SA, so that's something. That's when things start looking very good for you. That's a chance to chip off that back end unit if you're facing 4. If you're facing 2, you're getting extra damage on that unit. That is tremendous and that is valuable, and that is something that is underrated, I think, and has gone overlooked. People are saying online, you know, hey, this is a detriment. It's not a detriment. It's a very big positive for the mode that I think he was created for. Same with Pycon. Pycon is built for SBR. He's perfect for SBR. This unit is perfect for SBR. I really recommend bringing both of them. But we'll go ahead and look at the Mac Daddy, which is, one, beautiful, beautiful art. That is just amazing art. I love this card. I am going to go hard for him, as hard as I can. I don't know anything about his banner yet. I know there's an int Beerus coming who's okay. 120% up on a super attack. Okay, Lynx, not great. But this card is beautiful, and everything he does is beautiful. So you've got the Furious Gallic Gun as a super attack, which I think is just a beautiful, beautifully animated super attack. The attack and defense 100% is pretty good. The countering, once you have a 100% attack up, is amazing. If you're looking at 100% up, you're looking at physical Super Vegito. I mean, that is just incredible, as well as the Rage Mode when you go under 30%. Now, the important thing to note here is that because he has built-in critical hit in his free hidden potential system, you are going to get free critical counters, and that is amazing. If you've used Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, even Caulifla, something like that, and you've gotten off counters, you know what a beast critical counters can be. And the fact he gets them for free is insane, and because of the way his attack works and everything, he is calculated to be the hardest hitting TUR in the game on global right now. That is amazing. And if he ever gets a 170% attack up team like we've seen in JP, he's going to be the third hardest card, hardest hitting card in the game. Sorry. Behind LR Broly and LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That means he is above LR Gohan, and that is tremendous. He's harder hitting than Tech Vegito Blue. I mean, this card is just amazing. He destroys everything. Those counters are going to be incredible, and his 100% up to attack and defense makes him invaluable for Super Battle Road. He's just going to be doing fantastic. His Rage Mode's still there, and once it gets off a super attack, his counters are going to be doing more damage. This is just an amazing card, and I can't gush about it enough and how great it is. I even went ahead and looked at his best linking buddies for strength that I'm going to pull up here. As you can see, on first glance, this Vegeta seems to link with him really well. They share 5 links. It's 4 key and 5 key and 20% attack. You wouldn't normally pair those two together. It's just not a great option overall because this Vegeta is so lackluster. This Trunk shares 4 links. I think it's 4 key and 10% and a 2000 defense down, which is okay. Not really anything to note about. Same with this Trunks over here. Vegeta's lack of fierce battle seems like a detriment, but realistically when he's a good unit as he is, it doesn't really matter. This Goku is probably who you'd pair with him. If I had to guess, that's who I would typically run with him. Or you could run our next unit with him. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's possible. And that is All or Nothing, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito. And oh my lord, is that card art just beautiful or what? He's just amazing. He's so good looking. And his super attack, which I'll link to down below, looks even better than I could have hoped for. It looks amazing. He's punching people through mountains and shit. That is insane. That is crazy cool. But let's analyze this unit. So, a lot of people have been giving him a little bit of hate because he is not as good as his tech counterpart. And while it does sound like a detriment, let's point out a few things. 1, a tech counterpart is pay to play. 2, this unit is not only free to play, but he's free to 100%, or at least 90 that we know of so far. We assume 100, but we don't know. 3, if he had been better than the tech, then JP players that went hard for the Tech Vegito Blue would have been pretty upset because that would not have been fair to them, especially not with the release schedule. On Global, it's a little more fair to everyone. On Japan, I would say that would be kind of messed up to do. But let's go ahead and take a look at him, not compare him to anything else. Let's go off his own merit. So what we do see is that this is showing his 17 and up to 24 key super attack, which is God Impact. The other one is Spirit Sword. Spirit Sword is an attack stack type attack. This one is just a greatly raise is attack. So additional attacks would actually be very useful for him. I think a good balance would probably be very nice. You're going to want him to get off a few additionals. Crits are still going to be incredibly hard hitting, but additionals will raise the super attack because additional attacks, if you don't know, on an LR unit default back to that 12 key limit. So that's going to actually be helpful for him rather than a hindrance. He does have some pretty good links. Super Saiyan is great. Warrior Gods is not great outside of Realm of Gods. Realm of Gods, it'll proc pretty regularly because you're going to have the Intelligence Vegeta, Blue Vegeta off rotation likely. You're going to have him linked up with Ultra Instinct Goku, so you're going to access that over in a flash pretty regularly. I believe Power Bestowed by God as well, but I'm not sure. But his link set, it has a little bit to be desired. I wish they'd given him prepared for battle like they gave the physical type. However, he does have a total of 7 key, which could be given to him via his links. His passive also gives up to 10 key. I'll go over that in a sec. So his links are okay. They're not great. Legendary Power is just not a good link for anyone. There is no other super type LR that could activate that. He could theoretically activate it with Rosemasu on an Ultra Instinct team, but that team struggles for key anyway, so it's not good to really pair those two up because they don't link that well. In terms of his passive, now his passive is not shown here because it's not it's in the assets, but it's not part of the card assets group. If it makes it, it's very difficult, and I don't entirely understand it. I know understand it enough to grasp it, but not enough to explain. So his passive currently is attack and defense plus 80%, and then he can get up to 10 key depending on how low your health is. So I think he starts at a baseline of 3 key he gives himself, and it maxes out at 10, which his passive is pretty good for a free-to-play LR. A percentage boost is always incredible. When you've got LR stats, which you can see, this is the max potential system, but I mean, you're going to reach at least 90% that we know of so far. So this is about what you can expect. That attack and defense just skyrockets. When you get an 80% boost up on an LR stat, it becomes amazing. If you look at, Tech, Angel, Super Saiyan 3, Goku, even Broly's flat attack is really good because of how high his stats are and how high the attack boost is, but a percentage boost is always amazing. When you can get them in the potential system for free, it's even more amazing. And they've never, that I know of, given that to a free-to-play LR, which is really incredible. He's going to tank pretty well on Super Battle Road. His high stats and 80% up are going to be helpful. His damage is going to be pretty amazing. He's really not got a lot to complain about, and that's what I don't understand a lot of people's complaints. I get that he's not as good as everyone was hoping for to be game-breaking, but the amount of damage he's going to be able to provide is going to be staggering. You're going to be surprised, I think, how easy it is. And he's got a farmable super attack up to super attack 10, and if we get 2 more Vegito Blues, he's going to have a fully farmable super attack, provided we can get enough Potera medals, but I think a lot of people are undervaluing just how good this Vegito Blue is going to be, and he is going to be amazing. I think more so than people are... Weird car outside. I think more so than people are expecting, he is going to be astronomical. I think on a 170 team, he averages something like 3.3 million attack, which is just amazing. It's insane. If he doesn't currently have anybody that's going to be able to give him that boost, his only 2 teams are Potera and Ultra Instinct, and those cap out at 120, but eventually those units will Dokkan Awaken, so we could be seeing some differentiations in their stat distribution. A lot of people also don't seem to understand that you can actually run him with a hybrid team with the tech part when he comes out, and you're only missing out on about 50% of stat total overall, which is notable, but when you're trading off with a chance to run a free-to-play LR and you're still getting a really good team and fielding a really good team, I think there's not a lot to complain about, and I think he is actually really, really amazing. So, guys, if you enjoyed today's video and breakdown, please leave a like down below. I'm so hyped up right now. I've been stumbling on my words, so I do want to apologize, but if you have seen a couple of these videos and you really like it, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. But as hyped up as we are, let's end it on a happy note. I hope to see you around sometime.